the main reason is, of course, its members, right? We're talking about a club which is it's a little bit less than 200,000 members, and most of them are in Catalonia, and most of them have their own opinion. And if something has been clear about the club is it's tied with Catalonia in the way it represents the whole country. It's something which makes it unique. And even when I was at the club, we were the first to introduce the Catalan flag into the shirt. So it's part of the identity, and you cannot, if you run in the club, you just cannot stay away from it. People expect you to act. You cannot just go and look into somewhere else.
Our news shows have been dealing with the rights and wrongs of this issue. They've been dealing with how the Spanish government sees this, whether this is a tax issue and poorer parts of Spain versus richer parts of Spain, the violence from police on Sunday. If we stick to the sporting side of it and we take this to its logical conclusion, if Catalonia became independent, what would Barcelona do? Would they be out of Spain's La Liga? How would it work?
I mean, we first need to talk about dialogue. Dialogue is needed at any levels, political, of course, and then sports. It flows and it spills over into sports, and there needs to be such dialogue. I think if we would get to that situation, I'm sure there would be a sit down and a discussion, because Barcelona needs La Liga and La Liga needs Barcelona, and if we would get there should be some dialogue, and I would expect Barcelona to still play La Liga with some sort of resolution.
So you don't think Barcelona would have to choose between Catalonia and being in La Liga?
I don't think so. I guess from a practical standpoint, also from a business standpoint, TV rights, fan base, etc. I think it's difficult for Barcelona to have as an initial plan to play in a Catalan-specific league. But obviously, if there would be no good conclusion of that dialogue with the Spanish authorities or Spanish football authorities, then of course that could probably be planned for sure.
I mean, even the Barcelona president talks about playing in England's Premier League. That would be astonishing.
That would be really astonishing. I have a hard time to see that. It would not be much logical, and football it's something which needs to be natural and spontaneous. So I have a hard time to believe that.
Let's speak about Gerard Piqué, who got so much abuse at the Spanish training session on Monday. Let's just play our viewers again Piqué's emotions after the game on Sunday.
Se vota, se puede votar que sí, se puede votar que no, y se puede votar en blanco.
I think there are a lot of people in Spain that are completely against what happened in Catalonia. That's democracy. Otherwise, I wouldn't have come to play. But I can also say that if a coach or any official of the Spanish Federation thinks I'm a problem or disruptive, I don't have a problem to step down and leave Spain's national team before 2018.
That was after the Barcelona win on Sunday. Very emotional, offering to quit Spain if the situation became too difficult for the national team. How difficult a position is Piqué in?
He's in a very difficult position, but he's very well respected in Catalonia because he's always been speaking loud and clear, right? And I think it's important to remind the viewers that the big noise that is being made in Catalonia during these last weeks is not so much about whether you are for or against independency, but we're talking about basically having the right to vote. And this is what everyone has been making clear, players and people in Catalonia. For him, it's difficult, but at least he's fair and he's sincere, right? And he pays his taxes in Spain. He has the right to play for Spanish team. He's won a World Cup for Spain. He wants to win another one next year. And then I guess it's up to the to the manager to decide whether that's good or not for the team, obviously.
But it's a lot for one person to bear, isn't it? And if it becomes too much and he quits Spain, they're going to be weaker, aren't they, without him? Well, Russia 2018?
From a pure sporting standpoint, for sure. I mean, Piqué is one of the best centre backs in the world. So if I were the manager, I would try to find a way to deal with the situation and have him on board. I mean, knowing him, I think he's strong enough to stand these people booing at him. And I hope, as a football fan, I hope he can still play there. But he's, if he feels like he's not gonna help or he's gonna be a problem, just like he said on Sunday, he's just gonna step away.